Hello guys, so today welcome to Tata Power Q3 Concall. So as we know, Tata Power is a integrated player. They have their own rooftop business. They have their solar cell and module manufacturing. They have generation coal plants. They have renewable business, wind, solar, and they also do projects for other companies as EPC contracts. So the management opening remarks is that summer is intense this time, and so the demand will be even more higher for power. And budget for PM Surya Ghar Yojana has been increased from 11,000 crore to 20,000 crore, and they're targeting 1 crore house by FY27. Till now, 8 lakh houses are done, and Tata Power plans to grab around 3 million houses in this, like around 30% of this they want to do business in. And privatization of nuclear energy is another great opportunity for the company. Then the management says that it's the 21st quarter of profit growth, continuous profit growth, and 500 crore revenue has been crossed by its rooftop business in the quarter. And cell and module manufacturing plants are fully completed, like around 4.3 gigawatt of module and 4.3 gigawatt of cell modules are fully completed, and their stabilization is yet to be done. And they won 4 bids for transmission contracts, and construction are already started. Their last 9 months capex was 12,000 crores, which was similar to full capex done in the previous year, and they are doing another 10,000 crore capex in this year. So total will be 22,000 crore, which is higher than 12,000 crore by almost 90%. Debt is 44,700 crore, and their aim is to have 70% clean energy by 2030, and right now it is 43%. So revenue up is 1.9%, EBITDA 7.1%, and net profit is 10.4%. These were the opening remarks by the management. Then questions were on nuclear energy opportunities. Many of them asked, but the company said that there is no clarity about how the things will be, like policy changes, like how if private players from other countries are allowed or not, and how will NPCL play a role in this, how the Atomic Energy Board will have say in this, and what all procedures to be done for clearing, and will it be for use of only energy intensive industries like cement, steel, or what it is. Like there is no clarity at all, so they don't want to comment anything or guess anything till now. But the management is that these projects will be like very, like execution phase will be very long term, and raw material sourcing it needs to be done at government level only, because there needs to be good bilateral ties, because uranium is usually it's imported in India. So yeah, these were the remarks on nuclear energy opportunities. Then ALMM approval for cells. So this is basically approved list of modules and module manufacturers, and this list is usually is a list published by the government with names of vendors or companies from whom the government can purchase modules for their projects. Like if the company is not in this list, then the government can't procure from them. And this list has already been published for modules, but for cells it is yet to come. So this will be done by 1st June of 2026, and Tata Power is there in module manufacturing already. They are in approved list, so they can participating in all government bids and tenders. And hope soon, and hopefully I think 100% they will be there in even approved list for cells also. So yeah, they are using the modules which are, so ALMM modules, the company can command a little premium right now, because these modules manufacturers are not very huge in number, and even though there are manufacturers, they are very small scale. So the company can command a premium, like for this. So these modules the company can either use for their own rooftop business, or they can sell it to third party for their projects, or they can use in their own commercial projects. So as and when the opportunity arises, the company will sell it and make see and work in the best interest of the company. Then a question was on cell plant, how has it been stabilized. So management said that 2 gigawatt cell line was already inaugurated, commissioned in November, and it is now nearly at 90% capacity utilization, and another 2 gigawatt commissioned in January. So by end of February they'll expect 90% capacity stabilization, and by the end of, like by coming year, 95 to 98% capacity will happen by the end of next year. So the management is really very good with deadlines, and they're not crossing deadlines by a huge margin. Like they're sticking to their deadlines and they're delivering on their promises. Then the question was on how if they have ordered wind turbines for their project. So the management said that for 1.1 gigawatt, they've already placed the order, and construction and it will be commissioned in next 3 to 12 months. Whereas for another 1.6 gigawatt, they'll be ordering, and all this ordering will be happening in next 60 days. So turbines usually they take a lot of time to get manufactured, wind turbines. So that's why the company is giving orders beforehand for projects which might be coming in the future. And capacity additions over years, so the management aims to add around 2 to 2.5 gigawatt every year. If not every year, at least let's say now 2 gigawatt over 10 years is 20 gigawatt. So in next 20 years, they'll minimum want to add 20 to 25. So 1 year it might be 1 gigawatt, the other year it might be 3 gigawatt. So on an average, they want to implement 2 to 2.5 gigawatt. They have hydro pumped storage projects which are coming up in Maharashtra, which alone is to the tune of 2.8 gigawatt. So these pumped hydro projects, what it is basically, renewable energy is it's not reliable. It's very cheap and it's very environment friendly, but you won't get 24-hour supply. That's where pumped storage projects will come. So basically the water will be pumped to a greater height from the dam to another constructed dam by using renewable energy, and then this water will again be directed to rotate the turbines and generate electricity, and this electricity will be continuous source. So this is the next focus of the company. As of now, they don't have any projects in pipeline they have. So yeah, this is a good improvement in the sector, and it's a good sector to look out for. And their another aim is like they want to reach 3 million rooftops under PM Surya Ghar Yojana. Out of 10 million, they want to go and achieve 3 million households. So let's see if they can do it. It's a little over promising, but yeah. So pump storage project update, as I said, all the projects are in construction phase, and they will meet deadline. These deadlines are, I think, one is in 2028 and one is in 2029, and both are in Maharashtra. Then the another question was like there was no order book increase in EPC, that is engineering, procurement and construction. Here company will get the order from another company to set up, let's say, 1 gigawatt solar plant. So Tata Power will do all the process, like procure cells, modules, and install and maintain, and all these things. So these are called as EPC order book, and it has been zero. Why is the question? So the management said that they are currently focusing on their own orders, their own projects, and that's why they are not taking any more order book on EPC side, and they have lot of orders, like I guess around 13 gigawatt. So they they want to execute all these projects and then see if they want to proceed further with the third party EPC orders. And yeah, though basically they are now they see basically whenever EPC projects are there, it's like 26% money will be given by the company. Like Tata Power doesn't have to put full capital upfront. But now, because company is big and it has enough capital with them, access to enough capital, they want to do their own projects which will have better ROI, which will have better cost efficiency. So that's why management is shifting its focus from doing project to others to doing projects for their own. Then another question was renewable energy capacity has increased from 4.2 gigawatt to 5.2 gigawatt, but profits hasn't increased. Why? So the management said that quarter three normally is weaker quarter because of very low solar irradiation, and on top of that, this time monsoon was extended till the month of October. Because of all these reasons, the solar panels, like they didn't get enough sunlight exposure and they couldn't generate enough. So these are the reasons, and there is no structurally wrong reason for drop in profit is what the management is saying. So yeah, this is it. So to conclude, what the company like there are a lot of ambiguity in the statements, like there is elimination with internal sales that is happening. So let's say the Tata Power manufactures solar modules, then it sells to its own business and then sell to third party. So here 2 times revenue is booked, but then they'll eliminate it, and so numbers are little confusing, and analysts have raised this concern. So the management has said like they'll have a soon call with analysts and see how it can be sorted out, and how it can be made easier to read. So yeah, company looks promising, and they want to reach 70% by in 2030. And I think I had read like they want to double their revenues, like 1 lakh revenue by 2028 or 2030. So yeah, I mean, company used to be a great company which was reliant only on thermal energy till 2013. Then they started pivoting, but then they saw their downfall till 2019. Then post COVID they are again on the track, and margins were very variable previously. Now margins are somewhat stable, though not perfectly stable, somewhat stable than earlier what it used to be. So yeah, these are the opinions, and if you like the analysis, do hit that like button and encourage. Thank you.